Afternoon, Mark. How are you today?
I'm very good, Peter. How's yourself?
Mark, I am absolutely brilliant. Thanks for asking. Mark, welcome to the Business Spotlight. Mark, thanks very much for taking the time to talk with me today. Could we start, Mark, could you tell me a little about your background and your business, please?
Yeah, surely. So I am mid-30s now. So, well, wife wouldn't tell me that there sometimes, but we started a business about 18 months ago. Business is a fire and security related business, service related to looking after installation, maintenance of fire alarms, CCTV system. Been within the industry from I've left school. Developed through as an engineer, come through sales, management, operations in that context, and now I have decided to take a step out by myself. And I'm now sitting in a position here now of a business owner, trying to prosper and flourish from there.
Good man. Tell me, what was the spark that led you to launch the business?
The family, so from motorbike shops and then the uncle with the fire and security company as a self-employed person. The family have all had their own business as such. It's always something I've wanted to do myself. I've always seen a niche for certain parts in the business to think it can be done better. Let's give it a go. And that was really the drive to get me out and going. Family with 6 kids as well. You put food on the table, and yeah, that's the biggest drive and motivation I can ask for.
That's a big table.
That's a big table. Yeah, it's a lot of nice food. I get the pickings at the end.
Okay, well, I hope they leave you something. I hope they leave you something. So, Mark, tell me a little about your target market. What sort of people really benefit from working with you and HES Alarms?
The whole core emphasis behind the business, it was a small family-run business that, regardless of size, whether it be 10 to 10,000 people, is to keep that core emphasis that there's always somebody at the end of the phone. You have the local sort of connectivity. You have somebody in the end there that you can relate to, and build the market from there. So, and that, whether it be within the whole of the UK market, within the Irish market, is to expand into them and further afield and build the teams within them certain areas. That's the goal. That's the aim, and that's, as a business, how we like to strive forward and keep that locality rather than call centers all around the world.
So you've made the transition, Mark, from employee to business owner. What would you say has been your biggest lesson since becoming a business owner?
Um, Government isn't always your friend. There's challenges and hurdles put in place there, and you think and wonder why sometimes, especially within our country. There's a lot of things going on, and getting simple parts from Europe isn't as simple as what it should be. But here, there's wee hurdles there. You just have to learn how easy it is to work on them and push on from there. There's a lot of things to reach out for help, but again, you have to go and find them. There's nothing that's sitting right in front of you to say, oh, do this, do that. Sometimes you fall at your own feet and think, what am I doing wrong here? And then you get your epiphany light, and yeah, sometimes you just have to ring about and get the support that you need. There is things out there. It's just finding them. That as a starting out in the business and going into different markets, there's there some things you have to double check before you hit the button with anything.
And the business journeys can throw up a lot of surprises along the way. Some nice, maybe some not so nice. So what would you say has been the biggest surprise that you've encountered on your journey?
Oh, the biggest one is very simply is parts, is getting parts within and out of, especially Northern Ireland. Things have changed that much now. Even getting parts from England to here has went from 1 days to 3 days if you're lucky, minimum. Some people don't even supply into us as a country, so that provides a challenge. It's obviously a big market for us over there. Within the Irish economy and the Irish market, again, you have obviously your green lane, red lane items. You have to make sure that you're adhering by the laws and rules there. So you have them with challenges there that don't sound like much. It's a paperwork exercise for a lot of it. It's still another element that you have to make sure that you're on top of, and another element you can get caught out with very quickly.
And is there anyone that, like a business leader, that has either influenced you or that you've looked up to along the way?
Yeah, well, for me, your Jared Salantes and your Robert Kiyosaki's have always been my go-tos for people in the growth world and development and things to go for. It can be quite eccentric sometimes, but they're really good people to listen to, and Yeah, listen, guys who came from nothing and built massive empires. There's no reason why not. You know, everybody's done it. Jeff Bezos, the whole lot of them. There's a lot of really, really influential people out there that are very great to listen to and have some fantastic books. And it's just as nice to see where they came from and hear from them on a regular basis.
Brilliant. And other than 6 kids, what is it that gets you hopping out of bed in the morning and really drives your passion for your business?
You forgot the wife there. The wife
Oh,
generally
yeah.
gets me out. She's the push out of the bed there. So we're building a business. And at the end of the day, I have 5 years. I have somewhere where I want to be. And that is it's not going to get there by itself. You have to get out and do the craft and do the work. That takes time, takes effort, takes a lot of effort. The target's never going to change. You just have to keep going and going, good days or bad days.
What about if you were on a desert island and you were allowed to take a book or a podcast or both? You know, what would you be reading or listening to?
Compound Effect for me was fantastic. Just it's a simple book. It's very well portrayed and put together. And when you actually sit down and think about it, is the difference in that compounding over whether it be compounding of money, whether it be compounding of actually chores that you do, right down to the simple daily exercises you do. It makes a massive difference. And it's just that understanding. You know it's there. You just have to sometimes think to yourself, right, it's as simple as that. And the results then will speak for themselves.
And if it were possible, Mark, and you could go back in time and dish out some advice to your 18-year-old self, what would you listen to it and what would it sound like?
Probably wouldn't listen to it. 18-year-old self was 2 wheels and an engine. It was motorbikes, and that was life. It didn't, nothing else mattered. It was just going racing the weekend, getting out practicing. But really, to be honest, it's reading a lot of books, and especially in the growth and the personal development aspect. Develop yourself more, and everything else will follow suit. Gain that confidence, and go from there. There's a lot of great books out there, and definitely at that age, if you haven't read a book at that age, you really need to have a shake and think, yeah, there needs to be done.
Yeah, it's a great. I remember hearing, can't remember who it was that said it, but said leaders are readers, which is a really interesting concept and links in nicely with what you'd said. So look, Mark, if somebody likes what they've heard and would like to reach out or get in touch with you or HES Alarms, what would be the best way for them to go about that?
Yeah, surely the website's www.hesalarms.com. You can contact us in the office number with a help desk in here. A couple of girls in the office have been fantastic, really, really pleasant to listen to. And by all means, you can talk away to them. The contact number is 02892 60 11 96. And you can contact myself through info@hesalarms.com.
Superb. Well, Mark Dynes from HES Alarms, thanks very much for your time and for sharing your story and your journey so far. So it sounds like it's been an exciting year and a half or so since launch. So I wish you all the best for the remainder of 2024 and beyond. Mark, thanks very much indeed.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.